Hi, I am kttflwr, and in this video I will show you how I make digicore beats step by step. All sounds and presets that I will be using in this video you can find in my new digishark drum kit that you can buy by finding a link in the description. I made a beat using free loop from my drum kit, and I am gonna show you how I made this loop and everything else. I usually start with bass. It's always easier to come up with melody when you already have your bass line. To make a bass line we need to choose key. In my case I chose D major. Now we need to choose progression. I use 4-5-6-4 progression. Of course that's not only cool progression out there. If you want to learn more of these, you can buy my digishark drum kit where you can find 8 MIDI patterns with beautiful note progressions that you can use or learn to recreate them in your future projects. Also make sure that you add these small bass notes because they make your bass line sound more interesting. And by the way, I use this classic elxnce pluck bass that you can hear in many digicore beats. Also I use this say bass. Of course you don't have to use only these two basses in your projects. You can experiment and try other ones. You can even put Big Crush on your bass. It sounds awesome. Now we are finally moving to melodies. I've categorized all the melodic sounds. Let's start with the main pluck. I actually have 2 layers of them because I wanted the sound to be more full. First layer is serum preset called Pluck Classic from my drum kit. The second layer is stock Spire preset called Pluck Chord Me. As for the melody pattern, I wanted it to sound like an arpeggio, so I did exactly that. Also you can see that bottom notes are exactly like bass notes, which makes it easier to understand this pattern. You may ask me, but how to come up with such melodies? I can suggest you to just listen to your favorite digicore songs and soon your brain will start to automatically create similar melodies. I guess that's how it works. These 2 plucks together now sound like this. Awesome! Now we are moving to another category which is called contrasting pluck. For this pluck I used Pluck Dreamy Serum preset from my drum kit. What's interesting about it is that it has this short glide effect which makes this pluck sound very cool. To make this effect you simply open Serum and click Mono and turn Porter knob by 25 milliseconds. I use this trick in every project though. It works perfectly with leads, but you can experiment with it on every other sounds. If we compare these 2 plucks, we notice that the main pluck moves up and the contrasting pluck moves down, making the mix more interesting sounding. Now we move to next category which is called repeating plucks. I have 2 of them. I need them so they can fill the mix. For the first pluck I used Pluck Winter Serum preset from my drum kit, and for the second pluck I just used default saw wave with Serum downsample distortion which works like a big crusher. This pluck also has this short glide effect though. I love it. As you can hear, melodies are very easy and I am sure you can come up with something beautiful too. Now we are moving to the last type of plucks which is called atmospheric pluck. I use them to fill the space and make mix more stereo sounding. As you probably noticed, I used the same pattern as I used in main pluck. But not just the pattern. I simply copied main plucks, put some random portal preset, recorded them and added reverb. Now we are moving to leads. I have 2 favorite types of leads. First one called sine lead, which you can find in my digishark drum kit. second one called crunchy or crispy lead, which you can also find in my digishark drum kit. As you can hear, they sound completely different, which is great because I love contrast in music. And now the last category of melodies that I used in this project. It is the most difficult one though. It is called atmospheric chords. To make cool chords, we need to start with copying our bass notes. And then, this might sound crazy, but all I do next is just placing random keys above bass notes according to my key until it sounds right. Yeah. Works for me, haha. The main thing here is to practice making melodies and listen to music, and in some time you will start to understand the logic of creating melodies, which I can't describe. I just understand which notes are right and which notes are not. That's basically it. Just practice and I am sure you will make it. Also, you need to learn the basics of music theory. This will help you a lot. I've never been to music school, so I am kinda bad at music theory, but even so I managed to make these chords, haha. And as for the processing, I used chord sign serum preset from my drum kit, put some random portal preset, bit crushed it, put an EQ and made this trick with autopan, which you can recreate in gross beat if you are using FL Studio. Then some EQ, OTT, reverb, fresh air that I use every time. It boosts high frequencies. I even put it on master and turning knobs by around 12% to make the mix sound more crispy. Okay. We are done with the melodies and let's listen to the result. Great! We passed the hardest part of making digicore beats. Congratulations! Now we are moving to the easiest one. Drums. Digicore drums are easy to recreate. We just pick hi-hat, clap, snare, and kick one shots, and then put them like this. Pretty easy. Don't forget to sidechain your bass with kit, but if you don't know how to do that, don't worry. Just watch any tutorial about this. It's easy. Just 5 minutes of your time. Let's continue. Also, I like to add some perks. For example, I love adding zap sound effects to random places of the beat. Or you can try to add open hi-hat like this. Or you can add rim one shot instead, or with the snare. If you want to make different drum pattern but you don't know how, then I suggest you to listen to some digicore songs and find a cool drum pattern that you like and then try to recreate it in your project. It also boosts your producing skills a lot. You can find all the drum sounds you need in my digishark drum kit though. I picked the best ones. Let's listen to our beat with the drums now. Yay! Our beat is almost done. But it's missing something. Oh yeah, we have to add some FXs such as risers, impacts, downlifters, and other random stuff to make our beat even more interesting and cool. Look, I made something strange, but it sounds pretty nice. Wow! That was something. Let's see how it fits into our beat. OMG! We've finally done it! All we have to do now is arrange our sounds the way we like. But if you don't know how, then, again, you can listen to any digicore song and just recreate the arrangement from there. It's nothing complicated at all. Just give it a try. Oh wow, I guess that's all I wanted to say for now. That's my first attempt to create such video, so I hope my tutorial was helpful. Again, if you want to be a pro at digicore, you definitely need my digishark drum kit with all the sounds you will ever need. There are more than 400 serum presets and more than 500 sounds that include drum one-shots, 808s, FXs, midis and more. Link in the description. See you soon. Love ya. Goodbye.